Migrant workers demanding unpaid wages. Why has it become an unending scenic line in China? This is Jersey's news commentary. In normal countries, wage arrears are exceptional incidents. In China, however, wage protests have become a recurring social spectacle, reappearing year after year, especially before the Lunar New Year, arriving on time, never absent. Recently, large-scale wage protests and even suicide attempts by workers have erupted in places such as the Mek Furniture factory in Tianjin, real estate projects in Guiyang, the Jiuxin Cement Plant in Chongqing, the Bao'an Hospital construction site in Shenzhen, and among sanitation workers in Tongliao, Inner Mongolia. The scenes have been harrowing. 20 years ago, China already witnessed the legendary episode of Premier Wen Jiabao personally intervening to help migrant workers recover unpaid wages. It feels like a curse, yet also like a mirror, not merely the moral decay of a few owners, but the systemic indifference toward a group that once exceeded 200 million people. So what lies behind this uniquely Chinese scenic line? First, deeply entrenched hierarchical thinking. In China, migrant worker is not a neutral job title. It is an identity label with an implied social ranking, assumed to have no voice, little legal knowledge, and to be easy to placate. Second, the instrumentalization of human rights in the CCP's discourse. Human rights are wielded externally, but rarely enforced internally. Basic labor and wage rights are downgraded. Defenders are treated as stability risks, claimants accused of malicious demands, while wage withholders are often shielded. Third, economic collapse shifts risk downward. This year's wave coincides with local fiscal exhaustion, broken real estate and infrastructure chains, and mass shutdowns. In booms, migrant workers inflate scale. In collapse, they become the cheapest shock absorbers. Fourth, the death of the law. The labor law exists on paper, but arbitration is slow, proof burdens crushing, enforcement bleak. Meanwhile, wage withholders can transfer assets, shift blame, or simply vanish. The law becomes a maze designed to exhaust patience. When due process no longer delivers justice, people block gates, petition, jump from buildings, and stake their lives, the final act after rational expectations collapse. Migrant workers' wage protests have become a scenic line because, institutionally, they have never been treated as fully human, only as chives to harvest, human minerals, consumables, brute labor, or replaceable spare parts. When a society grows accustomed to forcing its weakest to bear every risk, this spectacle will repeat until one day, even the strength to demand unpaid wages disappears. Follow me, and I will help you decode China.